Well, hello, this is Lars. I can finally present you my Espada Evolution after 18 years of work. It is an upgraded Espada. I call it Espada Evolution. It was originally an S2, but at some time in the beginning of its life it was converted to an S3. Nobody knows how and why. It was just done. And it has been upgraded. I know that purists, they will cry to heaven, but if they see the picture of the Espada when I found it, then they will understand that I didn't go against any tradition or originality, because the car was dead, was really dead. And I decided that I would build up my own car, my own upgraded Espada from scratch, and so that it could become the Espada that I think the factories should still be continuing to make. Many of the upgrades I've done are interior, electronics. It has all the parking systems, it has video systems, it has a crash video recording, cameras going front, cameras going back. I even have LCD side view mirrors. These are the cameras here. And the LCD rear view mirrors, they cannot be homologated, because in Spain, where this car registered, there is no legislation on this kind of electronic side view mirrors. The car has the original engine, of course, 100% upgraded. It has an electric water pump. It has electronic direct ignition with no distribution. One thing I did modernize was the carburetors. The carburetors I didn't want to remove. I was planning to put injection, but I stopped at that, because that was like taking away the original sound of the car. So for the purists, don't worry, there are still 6 double Webers in here. You will notice that there are absolutely no chrome lists or moldings on the car, nothing. The windscreen is an oversized windscreen. It's thicker than the original. It's also slightly larger, and it has been bonded to the car. That one is original. This one is now a polycarbonate, 8mm, and here is a reinforcement, and it's also been bonded. The window servers, the power windows, they are not the originals, they are also coming from a modern solution. Absolutely not original, but this combined with wider tires and modern adjustable shock absorbers, the handling is really good. I have the benefit of this, that the tires here, they can actually be purchased. I mean, they exist. The old tires are very difficult to get. So this has a big impact in the car. Okay, the lights, LED day running lights. When I switch on the main lights, then they will dimmer. These are also the LED turn indicators here, and of course on the sides. Here I have located the parking sensors, and that's a handmade aluminium grill, nothing to do with the wire mesh grill of the original car. One more important issue is that this car was known for nose lifting when going very fast, and also overheating of the engine. And this had to do with the form the front has, that all the air coming in was trapped under the car, lifting slightly the front end, and also preventing a proper airflow through the engine bay. So what I have done is I'm forcing more air through the engine bay here, and with these spoilers, the rest of the air is directed out to the sides. And actually it works. On the way here on the highway, I tried it out for the first time, and did absolutely no nose lifting. Yeah. Okay, what has changed most in the exterior is actually the front. The rear is the rear. Instead of the long flat rear lights we have round, they are of course LED lights also the reverse light here, also red, LED lights. This is again polycarbonate 8mm, this is also polycarbonate. I have fitted this because then at least people walking about, they cannot see what I have down in the trunk. The petrol filling is only from this single location here. This looks original, but it's made in aluminium to save weight. The exhaust system, of course, totally new. All stainless steel, all tubing is 50mm, and it's 12:1. Okay, there are 2 exit ports, but all 12 exits from the engine goes into one single central located stainless steel silencer, and then it goes out to 2 pipes again. So we still have 2 pipes, but it's 12:1, and that makes the noise really hair-raising. This is part of the original covers. This here is just temporary. I need to fit a lock behind. Not done yet, but actually it works. Not very nice, but it works. So here I have all the tools. This is the single fuel inlet to the petrol tank underneath. And this one is where I keep the battery now. I have fitted this car with 3-point safety belts, security belts, also on the rear. Brand new, made specially for this car, and self-locking. But the funny thing is, if I'm using them, I can be fined by the police. Of course, I don't think they will do it. But what's the problem? The problem is that the car was imported without any belts, and it's not registered as being outfitted with anchoring points for the safety belts. So in case I want to homologate the belts properly, means I have to do a crash test of my car. Then of course I will have to rebuild it again. So in the end, the inspectioner said, okay, you can have it. We will say nothing, we will not even inspect it. But be aware that in case you use it, you can be fined, but I don't think anybody will do it anyhow. But that's a funny situation. I can be fined for using the belts. Okay, now we are at the control station. All the interiors, the form of the interiors is kept original. Of course, all the upholstery is in new. There is leather from 8 cows here, natural leather. This one was given to me at the factory last year. Here it is. The complete assembly here, this one can be removed by just removing one screw. Then I can take out the center console, but this stays in place, still functional. Once I have taken this out, I can also remove this by just removing 2 bolts and 3 connectors. So I have access to everything. You can see that the instrument layout is completely different. I have an electronic ventilator fan. I have fresh and air recirculation, and the aircon is a knob is missing. It's not been completed yet. In this side I have the cold and hot air, and here is up and down, and that's a watch. Then I have a defrost and a fog rear. The warning lamp here is all rotating. I don't like very much the push buttons. This is the control of the windows. Fit it here. This for the cabin lights. I can have a central door lock here. And a little detail, this is original, but in the original version is down in the rear. And now I put it up front, so I have a good resting place where I'm driving. Of course, this one is not original either. All the front I have made a crash roll bar in front and built in the radio. The original radio was here, but I find it in a better place here. And of course in summer there will be a lot of sun and heating, so I have 2 small PC blowers down here. Very high tech. This is a rear mirror with a built-in camera that would take up in case of a crash. It's continuously recording everything, also the sound. And I want to put on the rear gear to go reverse gear. Then this here converts to an LCD camera, so I can see what's going on also here. Okay, a little trick. I can remove this to make it easier to remove this, and also to get in and out of the car if you are heavyweight. The complete column, I put this one here. This complete column can be adjusted up and down, and against also longitudinal. That's the rear view mirrors, you can see, the LCD screens. It's easy to see what's going on both sides, and there is absolutely no blind angle. The instruments here, they look analog, but they are 100% digital behind. American from Dakota Digital, and they can be adjusted everything. I can measure the acceleration, the G-forces, or like a racing car, and the speed is controlled by means of a GPS. So no connection to the front wheel. It's a GPS speed I see, a very accurate GPS speed. Here I have the lamps for checking the brakes, the electric pump, etc. And the whipper speed. Even the key has been modernized so that I can have a central locking here. Hay idiotas aquí, ¿eh? fully blueprinted, fully rebuilt. Nobody actually know how many kilometers the car had done when it was scrapped, but the best estimation is around 20 to 25,000 kilometers only. This one is original, and the carburetors are still here. You will notice, those that knows the Espada, that normally sits here a very huge distributor. That's a troublemaker. That has been cancelled. Now I have electronic ignition, and there is a tacho disc in front of the engine with a sensor and a computer that controls. I can set everything. I can set the advance. I can set everything. And over here I have the vacuum sensor when I accelerate. The front brakes, I have the two original but new servo brakes. They are fitted one on the left, and in this car the other one is fitted on the right side, because I have cancelled the aircon radiator that was originally here. The aircon, the condenser is now located in front here, as in a modern car, and this huge aluminium radiator is specially made for this car. It has double cooling capacity than the original, and it weighs the half when it's empty. And it's fitted with two high capacity spiral blowers in front. They can run at 2 speeds. The cooling system is does not use normal glycol water. It's using Evans power cool, and the electric pump is located over here. That's the rear brake servo. This one is the electric water pump. It comes from Davis Craig in Australia. Here we have the fuse box for all the ignition, water pump, etc. And the original whipper system was really an old mess, wouldn't work properly, has never done. So I have made it with the push-pull rods and a modern type motor here, and actually it works with no problem. These two are original, absolutely original. About the only things in the car that was not smashed. Okay, another issue here, I have the front and rear parking sensors, and also have an alarm, a central lock system. It's all located here, and the car is also fitted with this switch that in case of a collision will switch off the electric power to the fuel pump.